Okay, I'm doing a 15 questions thing, so here we go. Do you doodle when speaking on the phone? No. I don't talk on the phone a lot. I'm phone shy, as I say. I don't like to answer the phone. I love caller ID. I love voicemail. So, I don't know. I just don't have a lot of people I like to talk to unless I'm bored and, somebody calls and, I don't know. I used to doodle when I was waiting for the printer at work or, waiting for the computer to do something. Other than that, no. No doodling when I'm on the phone. So, next question. If you could hop on a plane right now, where would you go? Funny, you should ask that. Me and my husband have been wanting to do like a day trip to the ocean. And since we live in Montana, that's no small feat. Getting out of Montana on a plane, it's not easy, I guess. Billy looked up some stuff on, I don't know if it was Travelocity or whatever, but it wasn't, a lot of leave and come back the same day type of thing. So, but if Zemfira25 has any advice on, places you could go on the beach that were close to an airport, and you could rent a car and get there and just spend the whole day there, and maybe there would have to be some restaurants there right on the beach. My husband has never seen the ocean, so this is really something I'd like to do for him and for me, just to kind of get away for a day. We have pets, so we don't want to leave them alone for too long. We don't have anybody to watch over them, so yeah. If you have any advice, that'd be really cool. Question 3. Right, name one person you would like to bring back from the dead. Okay, stipulation here, it can't be any kind of monkey's paw type of thing where they come back from the dead and they're all like a zombie and icky. So as long as that wasn't a factor, I'd love to bring my mom back. I have so many. We used to talk all the time, and I'll think of something I want to tell her, and I can't because she's gone. And I see her in my dreams sometimes, but, it's not, you're in your dreams, and you don't think, oh, I want to tell her about blah, 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 and this and that, and ask her questions about the family, and about stuff that I want to do, and how did she do that, and anyway, I'm not going to cry on this video. I'm going on to the next question. When you feel that nasty munch fever in the evening, what do you make? I don't ever feel that. Sorry. I get the munchies kind of mid-afternoon usually, and I'll have a banana or some crackers or something like that. Yeah, nothing fancy. Try to keep it healthy and low-cal. All natural. Let's see. Question 5. What is an absolute must for you to have on your nightstand? Definitely chapstick, a big old glass of water, earplugs. A lot of times I need earplugs to help me block out the external noise and that kind of thing, and I get auditory anxiety. If I hear the heater kicking on, it stays on really long, or the TV in the other room, maybe Billy's staying up late and he's listening to the TV, or my dog starts whining, or anything. I can't stand to listen to it, so earplugs definitely. How old were you when you first fell in love? Question 6. I think it was about 18. Head over heels, and eventually he dumped me. But I got my revenge because a year later he was like, I should never have dumped you, I'm so sorry, and he had me listed on his life insurance policy or something like that, and I'm like, I had already gotten into another relationship which didn't work out either, but yeah, 18. About 18. Let's see. What was your first job? Oh my god. Aside from babysitting, my first legitimate job was McDonald's. That didn't last very long. It lasted about 5.5 weeks. and it was 5.5 weeks of pure, unadulterated hell. Alright, I consider myself an intelligent person, but somehow I could not manage to work out the whole this is done, that's done thing. They had these code words, and you're supposed to say thank you, or I was terrible at it. I think they usually had me mop up the lobby and that kind of thing. It was just awful. Just awful. McDonald's. Good place to eat, not a great place to work. Let's see, what's the next number? 8, do you sing in the shower? No. I used to sing in the shower, but I don't know why I don't anymore. I just don't really like to take showers, actually. Maybe that's why I don't sing in the shower. I sing in my car a lot. All the time in my car. When I'm driving, I'm alone, I'm singing in the car, to my CDs, but not so much the shower. Am I left or right-handed? I'm right-handed, and I don't think that's probably a very interesting question. I don't even know what to say about that. I'm right-handed. Oh, what kind of an interesting thing. When I was 11 years old, I broke my arm, my right arm, and I had to write with my left hand. And interesting experience, I guess. My handwriting was crap. I'm in no way ambidextrous, though. 10. What are your nicknames? Sweetie. My husband calls me Sweetie. My stepfather calls me Joe. My cat calls me Meow Meow. And my dog calls me Those are my nicknames. Have you ever fired a gun? Yes, I have, and I want to own one. It was so much fun. It was on a firing range, but it was, you know, it was fun. I'm not like holding up 7-Elevens or anything like that, but I liked it. I liked firing a gun, and I'd like to own one. 12. What did you want to be when you were a kid? I said this in another video. I didn't know what I wanted to be when I was a kid. I just told people I wanted to be a cartoonist because I liked to draw, and I just didn't know what else to say, so I ended up being into digital imaging. Blah, that's it. 13. What movie star would you like to star with in a movie? I think Ewan McGregor. He just seems like a really cool guy, and I think he seems patient, and anybody who would star in a movie with me would have to be really patient because I'm not an actress. So, Ewan McGregor. And I like his accent too, and he's cute. What else? 14. Do you read the newspaper? No way. They're bad for the environment. I just scan the headlines on, oh gosh, MSN.com, Yahoo.com, you know, just local newspapers and that kind of thing. So yeah, that's it. Do you have a compulsive thing you have to do every day? The only thing I could really think of off the top of my head was I probably pee 500 times a day. Guess I just drink a lot of water and coffee and wine sometimes. But yeah, let's see. Oh, chapstick. I put on a lot of chapstick constantly. My lips have to be very, very moist. Very moist, you see? Chapstick and checking my email and YouTube accounts. It gets to be late in the evening, I'm bored, I have nothing better to do, and I just go back and forth between email and YouTube. And that's my 15 questions. I really hope the camera is on right now because I don't see any red lights. Because that took forever, and I'd be really pissed off if this didn't record. Goodbye.